Hi, this is Steve Melvin, Extension Educator with the University of Nebraska Extension and In-Field Observation. Today I'd like to encourage you to take a good look at your pivot. Obviously we're in the middle of the season and you're probably out taking a look at it every day, but I mean really take a look at it and see how it's functioning. The pivot can run up to about 170 hours a week, and certainly things can go wrong. First and cheapest thing that you want to do with a pivot is make sure the pressure is correct. If the pressure is not correct, simply the system can't be flowing like it should be. And so if your pressure gauge isn't working or a transducer, make sure you get that fixed. Look up in the sprinkler chart what the operating pressure is to be, or check with your dealer. He should be able to tell you as well, because each pivot is probably a little bit different. And then make sure it's working correctly. Also, if you've got a flow meter, use that as well. Uniformity is what we're really trying for as we look down the pivot. If we can get when the sun is in the evening or the morning with a gleam off the water, it should just be a nice uniform increase in water out towards the end, with the end gun having a good pressure and making things look correctly. So that's really what we're trying to look for, is that uniformity as we go along. Take a look for missing sprinklers. You know, obviously some of them are pretty impressive and others not so much, but any of them waste water and can cause some problems. Also, look for plug sprinklers as we're moving down along the line. Leaks, certainly, I mean, there's some of them big enough you can see them driving really fast by on the road. Other ones are much smaller, but if you take a look, you can usually see them if they're any size at all. Also, if you get imagery on a regular basis, take a look for any kind of circular patterns that are out there in the field. If there's something that's plugged up or whatever, it may very well show up pretty easily in these circles when we go out and take a look at the field. End guns are another thing, and I know some people love them and some hate them, but if you've got one, you certainly want to make sure it works correctly. The way that kind of a typical thing, and again it says in a sprinkler chart exactly how it should be set up, but should come around to the forward direction about 70 degrees and then fold back to about 100 degrees the other direction. This is to get a little better uniformity overlap with the sprinkler on the main machine, and to give you a good uniform pattern, as much so as you can get with a end gun. So I encourage you to go out and take a quick look at each system about every week or two to make sure that something hasn't gone wrong, and take time and correct it if there is.